righty, good evening, dudes, to episode 22 of Chat with the Optimist. My name is Mike, and today we are going to be working in OpenShot, a video editing software. So glad to be here, dudes. So, how is your Friday night going? I hope it's going great. I am doing great myself. I just picked out and ate an entire Domino's pizza. I can afford to do that because I'm skinny. The beauties of being young and healthy. All right, so we're going to hop right into our software today because I already have this all set up. So this is OpenShot, video editing software. Already looking at it, I'm already liking it, how simple it looks. But let's see if that's going to hold up, unlike Power Director yesterday, which kind of faked this out. So first thing as usual, it's divided in 3 seconds. Our video files or pictures, music, we'll put it into this top left screen. Then we'll bring it down here in our timeline so we can start editing it. And then we'll see the final result up here in our player. So first thing first, I'm going to right click here and go to import files. And I'm going to bring in my usual stuff. So that will be my video, picture, and music. And I'm actually going to aim to actually produce a short in here today. So as you can see, we have 3 assets here. And before we do anything, I'm going to change the aspect ratio. So I'm going to go to File, or let's see, Edit. There's Blender utility in here. Okay. Let's go to Preferences. Okay. I think this is where we're going to change it. Default profile. So we're going to want a vertical like this, and is 1080p, 30 frames per second. Where is that? Here, or not square. 30 frames like this. Close. Okay, we have to restart it. Okay. Interesting. So that kind of stinks. Wait, actually, that's just the preferences, but can we change this, like this project? Let's see. Just look at the buttons, not down here. Export full screen, choose profile. Okay, here we go. So we can just click this little film paper here, and we can choose HD vertical. And we're going to do 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's good for shorts. Or this actually looks a little wide. Hold on. Because no, we don't want HD vertical. Full HD. So where's that? 30 frames. So we want 1080 by 1920, which is 9 by 16. Perfect. All right, so we don't have to reset it, but next time we open it, it's good we can go into preferences and make sure for making a lot of these shorts, we already have them ready by default. So the first thing I'm going to do is move my video down here. I'm going to bring it down to track 2. Okay, so right here. And this is where our video is. So we can move this little stick and it'll scroll through our entire video. So like this. Good. Now, our video is about 7 minutes long and we can't see the whole thing, but we can slide it like this. So we can zoom out. Where is the zoom out button here? Hide. And make sure the stream is okay. Stream's rocking. Remember, leave a comment, dudes. I'll read it out if you have any questions as we go along. I'll always do that. Let's see, zoom out. Okay, this just zooms up to the other tracks. Or, okay, here we go. So this is how we zoom in and zoom out here. So like, for example, if you want to zoom into where the stick is, we can go like this. But I want to see the whole video. Yeah, so we can move the stick like this, and this is how we move stuff in our timeline. Now, I actually want to pick out a part in the video where I do say something interesting because I want to actually make a short. So First things first, I'm going to increase the size of this so it fills up the whole screen. I'm going to hold Shift so we get, or never mind, Control Z to undo. Now I'm going to hold Shift to get, now that's not working. Maybe for the moment now, I'll go into the scale tools later, but let's just find a part of the video that I say something interesting. So I'm just going to start here. I'm going to play it.
The issue is it's still very tempting to try to get other areas. Like, for example, like, oh, maybe I have like a young guy who's looking for training. That might be very tempting to take up. And so maybe I can pivot my business towards like, oh, I do women over 50, but I also do guys under 30. I also do like help veterans who are handicapped, and I also help cancer patients who are recovering with their training when they're in remission. Now, it's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you got to do it because then you start diminishing your brand because you lose your brand identity. You got to know within one sentence when actually what do you do or who you are. You got to state, this is my business, this is what I do, this is who I'm serving. Then you are ultra specific and you know.
Oh, I think that part's actually pretty good. So the first thing I'm going to do is like we know our clip right here is going to be, this is where we're going to be editing stuff. So everything after this, we don't need. So I'm going to go to the end of our clip and then click and drag right here. So we know like it ends right here because we don't need anything after that. All right, so let's see where we want to start with this.
Example, like, oh, maybe I have like,
hold on a little bit further.
Help veterans who are handicapped, and I also help cancer patients who are recovering with their training when they're in remission. Now, it's very hard to just leave money.
Now, here we go.
It's
very hard to leave money on the table. So we'll start with that. So I'm going to cut all the beginning. Give ourselves a little space, and this is where our short's going to be in.
It's very hard.
There we go. So I'm going to bring it to the beginning, and this is where we're going to be editing with. So let's zoom in all the way to this. Perfect. So this is only like 22 seconds long, so it's not going to be a very long short. So let's just replay this part.
It's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you got to do it because then you start diminishing your brand. Because you lose your brand identity. You got to know within one sentence when actually what do you do or who you are. You got to state, this is my business, this is what I do, this is who I'm serving. Then you are ultra specific and you know.
What part did I miss out here? So we can actually extend further to regain our clips.
Exactly who should go to you, why they should go to
Oh, this is actually a good part.
You and how you can help them.
Okay, that's very good clip. So I'm actually going to use that. So actually applying it to my own business. So, okay, here we go. So the next thing we're going to do, we got our clip ready. We're going to want to scale this up to actually fill the frame. So we already have like scaling options here, but it's not going like, whoops, we don't want to move it. It's not going exact how we want it. Like these kind of weird controls. So got us these. I can't get it out. Okay, so we want to change the settings here. So we're going to go to transform or transform. Okay, this is just the same controls. I want to get like a perfect transform. So, whoops. So if I hold control, maybe this is it. Okay, control, that's what it is. So control to keep the aspect ratio. I'm going to zoom up.
Money on the table. Like,
okay, so the qualities remain. That's good. So I'm going to make myself very big. Like here. So now, okay, we're actually setting keyframes, and we don't want to do that yet. Whoops. So let's see. clip. And now I'm going to right click. How do I get rid of the keyframe here? Right click, remove clip. No. Okay, I'm actually gonna. I just want to change this transform. So if I change this here, yeah, it's automatically putting in keyframes, meaning it's telling us like at this exact moment, we want some kind of animation to happen. We don't want that. See, like right here, it's getting bigger. We just want to like keep it consistent throughout right now. Properties. All right, this is a lot. Get out of here. Copy, fade, animate. No animation. Okay, there we go. So no animation there. And I'm going to control and just make this bigger. Or it's automatically giving me a keyframe. So I'm actually going to start at the beginning and do it here. So control, increase the size. This, okay. Very cool. So now it's going to be consistent throughout. We might have to move it later, like move it around. But for now, this is fine. I'm just going to... I'm thinking what to do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it consistent right now. If we have to make any changes, we'll do it later. But for the moment, let's go on to the cutting part of the video. So like actually cut out any like spaces. For example, like I'm going to play.
It's very hard.
I'm going to cut out that it's part of the beginning. So I'll play that again. All right, so maybe this part I'm going to cut out. And then that'll be the beginning.
It's very...
Whoops, that didn't do anything. Maybe I just moved it. So here we go.
hard.
Nope, that was too much. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to cut it here at the beginning. So the first few seconds of any short is by far the most important throughout the entire short or anything you're doing. YouTube shorts, TikToks. Because within the first 3 seconds, your audience is deciding, am I going to keep watching this video or am I going to keep going on? If you're already like stumbling over your words or you're not drawing attention, then very quickly they're going to get disinterested and just move on. So you got, I would say within the first 5 seconds, spend more time on that than the entire rest of the video, because that's like the most important. All right, so let's see.
Very hard.
Maybe a little bit more. We got cut out that it's thing. So move this, extend outwards, and here we go.
It's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you got to do it because then you start diminishing your brand.
But you got to do it. Hold on.
You got to do it because then you start diminishing your brand because you lose your brand identity.
Okay, so let's repeat that.
It's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you got to do it because then you start diminishing your brand because you lose your brand identity. You got to know.
So let's get rid of the diminishing your brand part because we kind of just repeated ourselves.
Do it because then you start.
You got it. Okay, where does the other thing? Because you lose your brand identity.
Oh, but you got to do it because.
You got to do it.
Got to do it.
Okay, so this part, I'm actually going to use the scissor tool now because we don't want this part where I say diminishing the brand. So I'm going to use the scissor tool right on our stick here. So now we just split the clips. There's no difference between this clip and that clip, but we are able to edit them separately now. So that's going to be crucial. So I'm going to play this again.
do it because then you start diminishing your brand.
And this is where I start saying because. So I'll do it right here. And now go back to, where's the mouse? Hold on. I want to get out of the razor tool. I think Q. W. Done with that tool. So I'm going to get off the scissors. Okay, so I just had to click the scissors again. Now I'm going to delete this clip. So now we just got rid of the part we don't want. So let's play it again.
You gotta do it because you lose your brand identity.
There, I like that jump.
You gotta know within 1 sentence.
Okay, so we're going to get rid of that little space right there because you want your video to be fast-paced, no pauses. So right here, we'll do a clip. And then right here. So that's very strong.
You gotta know within 1 sentence what do you do or who you are. You gotta state, this is my...
Okay, that's another clip we don't want.
State.
Okay, there we go. This is very minor, but they actually does add up. You don't want these pauses because you look at the best shorts out there, like look at Mr. Beast short or any kind of successful entrepreneur. Like there's no pauses. They're always showing something or telling you something. So what I'm doing is very minor changes, cutting out pauses, but that actually is important. So here we go.
This is my business. This is my business. This is what I do. This is who I'm serving.
Okay, there we go. And this is who I'm serving.
I'm serving.
And here we go. Perfect. That's a cut there. And
then you are ultra specific and you know exactly who should go.
We can cut out the ultra specific part.
Specific.
And now let's get the part.
No.
Let me go back. I'm using the space bar to pause it. So.
Specific. Exact.
Okay, so that's where we want it. I like this editing tool here. Let's see, so cut.
Exact.
Might be a very small clip, but I'll do it anyway.
Exactly who should go to you, why they should go to you, and
get rid of that part.
To you. And how you can help them.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now I got all these clips. So that took a while. So now I can just delete the inner parts that we don't want. Bang, 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 bang. So now we just move the clips together, snap them on. So let's watch a result. And it's going to be a lot snappier. Not perfect, but it's going to be snappier. So we got about 21 seconds.
It's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you gotta do it because you lose your brand identity. You gotta know within 1 sentence what do you do or who you are. You gotta say, this is my business, this is what I do, this is who I'm serving. And you know exactly who should go to you, why they should go to you, and how you can help them.
There we go. I might actually clip that last one a little bit. Whoops, move this over like that, and we'll see here.
You and how you can help them.
There we go. All right, so I like this. It's good enough. So you don't want to go too like anal about this. Like maybe I was going a little too extreme. But remember, the beginning's very important there. So you have a strong hook like right away. So I'm like,
it's very hard to just leave money on the table, but
there you go.
You gotta do it.
So I'm stating an unpopular opinion as well as addressing a pain point. So no one wants to leave money on the table. Whoever, you always want to get money. It's very hard to step away from it. So that's kind of an unpopular opinion to say, like, why wouldn't you take the money if you can get it, especially early on in business where you're not getting a lot of money? And I'm pretty much explaining why. And I say, you got to do it. So I'm making it's very polarizing right there. So many people would disagree with me. And because of that, that actually grabs attention. Like, oh, maybe this dude knows something that I don't. And that's probably true. Because why wouldn't I? So now we can do like quick transitions here. Like, for example, like if I right click, is it giving a transition? We can have a fade. No, we don't want that. Yeah. Now we're good. You're not really going to be using transitions in these shorts, so maybe I was putting too much time on them in the past, so I'm not going to do that. But remember, we want to save our project. So remember, go to Save Project As. I'm going to go to my video assets and go type in money on table short, and I'm going to save it so we can keep our project. And what is that saving as? That is saving as an OpenShot project. Okay, so it's like it's a file format for this like software. So OSP, cool. Now let's go into the next step, which is let's do the actual text, which could be the most tedious part. So for example, we're going to use track 3, and I'm going to grab the text tool where is let's see where we can enter text. So title, is this it? No. I'm going to right click. Because again, I like how simple everything is. It's just, we got to find, oh, transitions are right here. So let's just try one of these out. So maybe white to the top to the bottom. It's not letting me click. It's not responding now. Okay, so now it is. Cool. So now, I don't want it to cover the whole thing. No, I want it like in between the video. So transitions. These are very big. So yeah, I don't know how these are working, but we're not using them. So let's just move on. Okay, these are like the effects here. But we want text. So I think that's just title. We just get a basic title. So let's just do standard 1. We'll call it caption 1. We don't want anything on line 2. It's very difficult. It's very all capital. It's very hard to. I'm going to change the font to a sans serif. Do they have impact? Because that's like the usual one people do. Can't go wrong with impact. There we go. Impact. And we want like a outline with it. So underline, strikeout. Font style, regular. Okay. Change the color. We want it white for now. Use advanced editor. Install Inkscape. Don't I have Inkscape? I thought I did have Inkscape installed. We can pick a background, but the only issue is like, let's put it in here. Okay, I'm going to make it bigger. Control. Yeah, we want the black outline around it. So how do we do that? Properties. No properties. Oops. Details view. No. I want to edit this. Oh, we don't remove animations. Or never mind. Yeah, I just want to go back to the editor. So how do we do that? Display, copy, fade. So there's no way to like edit this. File properties. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Huh. There's JSON thing in there. Nope. Dang, you can't change it. Nope. I'm at a loss where to actually edit this thing. Title, edit. Dang, yeah. Text is kind of weird in here. I'm at a loss. Yeah, that's unfortunate because I thought like this would actually just be simple or not with all this junk. TV rating, like I feel like they did more work just to make it worse. Like, why do you have to do all these, create all these preset things? Like, come on. Not installing Inkscape. The bar, okay. So white. Or nope. Background color, yeah, black. Nope. Change font. Underline, strike. This isn't like extra bold. It's very hard to see. There's my issue. We can't change it then. Even if we like duplicate it. Like there has to be another way to make text. Please tell me like I'm missing something. File. Because otherwise that'll be garbage. Let's see the Blender thing. Oh, geez. Yeah, so I don't have Blender installed, so we can't do that. project files, transitions, effects. Now, emojis. I really don't see any spot to put in text or any other place to do that. Volume time. I'm going to briefly look that up. Let's see. To add text is like the second thing that came up. Adding text and title is important. Video editing. Use the title menu located in the menu. See that if I can just control T, it'll bring me to that thing. Yeah, I don't want that. This is garbage. See, that's too hard. It's telling me to go into Inkscape and you have to connect it. I'm like, I'm not doing that to you dudes. Like, this is supposed to be simple. So I guess like what we could do is like, hold on. Make this work. Like, it's very difficult. If I change the color here, save it, and then do it again, it's going to save my preferences. So that was title 1 or camera border gold 1. Yeah, gold 1. Yeah, it doesn't save it. It's stupid. I guess what we can do is be like, it's very hard. It's very hard to save. Bring our video. No. Down to track 3. Dang it. Z. So bring it here. Or they didn't change it. I'm over them. I'm a mess right now. Control T. We're gonna do gold 1. It's very hard to save. Bring this down here and play a video.
It's very hard
to shrink, increase the size. So something like this, and then you just keep making it. But the text tool, this is kind of ridiculous. Again, I'm very disappointed with that. So this will not be the software. I'll tell you right away. So everything else was going so well until that. Like, I'm showing you can do it like this, but then the point is to make it simple, and it's going to take you way too much time making all those text files just for like this. You want to directly edit it within the preview, and then you can duplicate it, which you obviously can't. You can't even go back and edit it. So that's just really annoying. So yeah, it's just like quite the issue.
it's very hard to just leave money on the table, but you gotta do it because you lose your brand identity. You gotta know within one sentence what do you do, who you are. You gotta say, this is my business, this is what I do, this is my service. And you know exactly what show you.
That's too loud. Volume. Tire clip. 20.
Why they should go to you and how you can help them.
So obviously in the future with my videos, I'm either going to get a better mic or do it in a spot that's less noisy. And that's just the issue of being outside. There's just too much noise, especially with the wind where I am. Beautiful location, but the wind's crazy. So yeah, we're not doing OpenShot because of the text right off the bat. Which is a shame because I really like just editing. It just seems so simple. What does the bomb do? I don't even know what that is. Oh, I guess like a marker if you want to keep track of something. Beginning, end. Yeah. Yeah, so that stinks. Guys, it's all right. Maybe for like if you're editing just a video and you don't even have any text in it, like you just like just the video itself, it can be good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to continue my search because so far, to be honest, I haven't been thrilled with anyone yet. Yeah, the editing software, unlike the image editing stuff, has been giving me trouble. Let me go back to see like all my streams, like what I like and what I don't like. Okay, this is the wrong account. I'll go to my feed right now. Channel. Oh, I'm live right now. How cool is that? Let's go present this. What is PD style agent? Very curious. All right, cool. So this is my channel. I'm having a lot of green stuff. Let's see. So, okay, these are like the image editing, escape. And so far I did 8 video ones. And so far CapCut, even though that was an awful episode, see, like I'm just not in a good mood there. And then maybe I think Clip Chant was okay. I actually got to go back and watch some of them. Yeah, but here I'm like, oh God. You just see it in my face. Compared to here where I'm like chilling and I'm like, and then let's see my older ones, how I look. Yeah, there we go. That was my first one a month ago. That was a lot. I've already seen improvements since then. Quite a lot of them. So yeah, OpenShot's not going to be one of them. But we'll figure it out. Like I showed yesterday, I do have a couple more. Like tomorrow, or tomorrow's the weekend. So Monday I got to do Lightworks, and then I got Viva Video and Splice. Yeah, I got a couple more. And if I don't even find anything good, then I'll keep searching because I'm gonna make this work. I'm not leaving you dudes out in the dry and let you dudes use some piece of crap. All right, so that's gonna be the stream. So thank you dudes for watching. And before you go, follow me on the IG. And have a great weekend, dudes. I'll be sure to keep working and keep providing value. So have a good night.